Yo, thanks for joining me. In this video, we're going to talk about shell voicings. I saw Paul David talk about this, and I wanted to give my take on it and maybe clear up a couple of things that maybe weren't mentioned in his video, but obviously go check out his video. He's an amazing guitar teacher, and let's just look at where shell voicings come from and then how you could use them in a really quick manner. So let's discuss where these chords come from in the first place, which is just scales. Right? So if I can play a major scale, that's step one. Then I'm going to build chords out of that scale. So usually a triad would be built with a 1, then the third note of the scale, and then the fifth. Right? And if I put those three together, I get or. That's a triad. If I want to make that a seventh, I've got to add in 5, the seventh note of the scale. So I'd have those same three and that one, right? Which is going to be tough for me to do like a piano player would. I can, but it's pretty hard. I would never want to have to do that in a song. So what we can do is ditch the 5. It's unimportant. Why is it unimportant? It's not adding a major quality to the chord or minor quality. It's just strengthening the chord. So that's why we use them in rock music. The fifth is just kind of like reinforcing the root note. Now, if I take that away, it gives me a way to play the 1, the 3, ditch the 5, and play the 7 without having to reach over here. So I can get this, what's called a shell voicing. Now, step 1 would be like, I can just turn that into a dominant chord and a minor chord like this. Dominant chord by flattening the 7, or minor by flattening the 3rd. But a lot of people might look at that and go, well, where did those chords come from? Because they're not using the scale now. So let's look at where they came from. So if we go to the second note of that major scale, now we're going to do what we did on the first part of the scale. You know how we skipped a note, skip that note, go to the 3, skip to the 5, skip up to the 7. We're going to do the same thing, but from the second note of the scale. So we're going to go, here's my 2. I'm going to skip the next note, go to the next one. We're going to call that the third of this note. 1, 2, 3. But of the scale, it's like the 4th note of the scale. The third, we call it referencing the note it's coming from. Then we're going to skip the 5, which would be up here. Yeah, go up to the 7. And we have this shape, which is called the minor 7 shape. Now you could do that through the whole scale. You'd have like that. Now I'm moving up the fretboard. I'm just replacing some of these notes. For example, here I'm within the scale. Here I'm a bit outside the scale because I need to get this note, which was here, over there, back into the scale, back into the scale. Now I could move down there, but I'm going to put that same shape here instead, and same with the 7 up there. So when we do shell voicings, we have this, what's called a major 7 on the 1, this shape, a minor 7 on the 2, a minor 7 on the 3, major 7 on the 4, dominant 7 on the 5, minor 7 on the 6, minor 7 on the 7th, and a major 7 back on the 1. Now within that, you've only got 3 shapes. You've got major 7, minor 7, and dominant 7. So when you eventually get a chord chart and it has C minor 7, F dominant 7, B flat major 7, you could use those 3 shapes through the whole thing. If you take Autumn Leaves, for example, you've got C minor 7, F dominant, B flat major 7, E flat major 7, A minor 7. It's A minor 7 flat 5, but we're not playing the 5, so A minor 7, D 7, G minor 7, G dominant. So you'd have your those shell voicings, one, it's just a handy way to play chords really simply. They're also really handy in coming up with interesting parts. And you get the notes are kind of crunchy together, and it gives you some cool options for chords that aren't your usual, that kind of thing, and also or like your normal 7th chord. It also gives you a way to like maybe stay in a position, because you can combine all of this stuff. So if I had like A minor, B minor 7, C major, D minor 7, shell voicing, you can kind of combine them, and I've managed to like not move out of my position on the guitar by combining shell voicings and normal voicings together. I will put up a sheet that goes through the main shell voicings. Actually, on my Patreon, you can grab a book. It's on there for free. It's my major harmony development book. It's only about 20 pages of like pictures and stuff, but it has all these diagrams on there. So go onto the Patreon and grab that. I think to sign up to the Patreon it's $2, and you can grab it and do what you want with it. There are also my theory books up there, so if you want to learn what I'm talking about here from a grassroots starting point, book 1 is for that. If you want the next level up of how you combine your scales with this stuff, book 2's there. And then I have a draft of book 3 up there as well, that I haven't finished yet, but it has a bunch of extra stuff. But if you want the free, the $2 one, that's not as well explained, but it's all in there, you can grab that there. Anyway, thanks for joining me in this video, and I hope to catch you in another one soon. Cheers.